It is time to put up the Christmas tree and let's get decorating. Hi everyone, I'm Alli and welcome to my channel, and it is finally time, and it is finally here to decorate for the holidays. I honestly feel like I'm a little behind for decorating for the holidays, and that's usually where I end up. So that's why we are decorating today, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me, and maybe I could give you some few last minute holiday decor ideas. Now, behind me, you can kind of tell maybe that I didn't really do much to tidy up the bedroom. That's because we're gonna just be decorating it and transforming it for Christmas. And since this room is getting the best light of the day right now, I figure we might as well just start right in here. So let's get in and let's get festive. So first things first, I wanted to tackle the bed area. I started by removing all of the stuff from the shelf above the bed and gave it a good dust, and then proceeded to make the bed just kind of the same way that I do every single time. Since it's winter, I decided to upgrade to a little bit of a cozier throw blanket for the end of the bed, and I threw it onto the bed to get a nice natural look, but of course, throwing a blanket onto the bed will never get you that nice designer natural look, so I had to kind of keep working it and manipulating it until I felt like it laid just right to give that look that I put zero effort into styling a throw blanket on my bed. Now, one of my favorite space-saving ways to decorate for the season is swapping out pillow covers. So I use this throw pillow on the bed normally, but I picked up this really cute Merry Christmas one from Amazon, and I just took the insert and added it to the new pillow cover. I also did the same thing with the pillows on the chairs in the bedroom, and then I moved on to decorating the shelf above the bed. Another space-saving and easy hack that you can do to decorate is swap out your frames for some seasonal prints. I like to find mine off of Etsy. They're digital downloads, and then I get them printed at Walmart. And it's relatively inexpensive, doesn't take up a whole lot of space if you live in an apartment like me and don't have a whole lot of room to store away holiday decorations. I love this little round mirror that I found at the antique store for $12. It has so much character, and I knew that it needed a permanent place in the bedroom, but not without a little Christmas touch, which is by adding a bow. You are going to be seeing a lot of bows in this video as a fair warning. It is the trend this year, the season of the bow, and I love it, and I think it's just a fun and easy way to add a festive touch to any room. Here's another really cool thrifted piece that I found. I think it's a candle holder, and I wanted to flip it for a Christmas decor, so I decided to use it as the base for a faux mini Christmas tree. It looks so cute like this. After I gave the branches a good fluff, I added on some lights, and let me know in the comments if you think I should add some mini ornaments. I think it could be really cute. I did not buy any though in time for this video, so maybe that is something that I will do later on. And after that, I just put out a few of the finishing touches on the dresser side of the room. moving on to a new day. I was losing daylight so quickly because I started in the late afternoon the day before, and I wanted to decorate the entryway. So I started outside and hung up a wreath on my door, as well as put out a very cute seasonal doormat, and also swapped out the inside rug as well for something a little more festive. I like to hang a wreath on the inside as well because I like to enjoy my DIY wreath creations, so I hung up my wreath I made last year on the door. This might not seem practical, but there's nowhere else to hang stockings in this apartment, so I've been hanging these stockings for the past 2 years off of the shoe cabinet. It doesn't really impact getting into the shoe cabinet that much, so I don't really mind them being here, and I think it looks kind of cute. Now moving on to the TV stand, and I really was inspired by some of the really beautiful Christmas mantles I've seen, but since I don't have a mantle, I thought why not use the top of the TV stand and style it similarly. So I used some command strips onto the TV stand to hold the garland into place, and then we're gonna continue with so many fun thrifted items. I found these really beautiful vintage bells at the antique store for a couple of bucks, and the cord was looking a little rough, so I wanted to remove the original cord since it was already breaking and fraying and just replace it with some twine. And I just basically replaced it in the same way that that red rope was tied together to get a nice arrangement of these bells, and I tucked that right onto the garland. Obnoxious, just as I like it. This, of course, will not be complete without a big bow and then also some more ribbon woven throughout. And as you'll see later, I also ended up adding some twinkle lights. I think it's finally tree time, and you can tell my Christmas tree looks a little weird right now, but that is because living in a small space, it's really hard to have a full-size Christmas tree, and where are you going to store it? So I don't have room in this apartment for a big Christmas tree box. So I came up with this idea: if you want to steal it for other people who live in small spaces or apartments, I just shrink wrap the tree with like the shrink wrap you get for when you're moving, and it holds it all together, and I can tuck it in a corner in a closet and store it away. It works so great. So we're gonna unwrap the tree, and fingers crossed that it still works, because this tree is super old and I just don't really want to buy a new tree. I don't want to spend that kind of money. As long as this continues to work, then that's the tree we're gonna use. So yeah, fingers crossed, we'll see once this is unraveled. Thank goodness. You got another year in you, tree. I'm so happy that the tree still lights up and it still works, which means it still has plenty of life left in it. Fingers crossed it makes it through the season. But now it is just time to decorate the tree and also fluff all of the branches. And I'm just gonna do that off camera because that's something Alex and I wanna do together. So when you see me the next time, the tree will be fully decorated. You guys, the Christmas tree is all up and decorated. Let me give you a closer look at some of the ornaments. So as you can see, the tree is definitely full of different mismatched ornaments instead of coordinating all in one color scheme. And I just think that that is so much more fun. So this little guy right here is one of the latest additions to the tree. I got him at Target. He was so cute. I could not leave him behind. And then each year, Alex and I pick a sentimental ornament, something that means something about the year. Since we were doing a lot of cooking and recreating restaurant recipes, we had to get butter. It's a little bit of an inside joke, but we have a couple others on the tree as well that are sentimental and meaningful to us. The first one we ever did was this film camera right here, because that is pretty much what brought us together. I don't know, I just love it. I love having just that variety of ornaments. I think if one day if I could have 2 trees, I would do a themed tree, like more in a house or something, but in an apartment, I just want those fun, sentimental ornaments that just really remind you of Christmas and what the season is all about. Now, since I did go with a fun mismatched tree, I do want to bring in one more trend for this year. I thought it would be fun to use more of the bow trend this year and add these little tiny bows using this ribbon to the tree. Usually I wrap the whole tree with a big gold ribbon, but it's kind of annoying and kind of a hassle, so why not play with a little bit of trend, add something that is the year of the bow for 2024, and this is pretty inexpensive, a little bit of some velvet ribbon, in order to do something like this instead of re-theming my whole tree. Adding some bows is a much more cost-effective way to play with a seasonal trend. To make these bows that I'm hanging on the tree, I cut around 30 inches of the ribbon because I wanted some really nice long tails. And you can kind of make these bows to whatever size you wanted and then just tie them in a basic bow, twisting the ribbon to make sure that the beautiful velvet side was facing outward. So what I'm gonna do is take this bow, right, and flip it around, and simply going to use a bobby pin and slide it through the back of that knot. You kind of have to work it until it pokes itself through, but just like that. See how that works so well. No need to buy anything if you already have bobby pins, or you can pick them up really cheap at the dollar store. And I'm gonna bend the tip of the branch up ever so slightly. You're not gonna be able to notice. And then just take the bobby pin and slip it right on with that bow. Adjust it. You can't even tell that the bobby pin is there, and that is so cute. Oh my gosh, okay, maybe from that angle you can see the bobby pin. But it's gonna take a little adjustment until I get everything into place, but oh my gosh, I love it. Then on the other side of the living room, I made a couple swaps and put out a few styling items just to make it feel a little bit more festive and bring the whole room together. And now with the final decor touches in place, let me show you this very merry reveal.